Presented by Listen Headlines, latest world news from trusted sources.
February 1. 5:26 America, New York, serial killer, once linked to Brit Alps killing says sorry for slaying 8-year-old. Nordal Leland claimed that the death of 8-year-old Maëlys de Araujo after he abducted her was accidental and promised to explain more during the ongoing trial. February 1. 5:17 America, New York, Israel demolishes East Jerusalem home of Palestinian gunman. Israeli police have demolished the East Jerusalem home of a Palestinian militant who killed an Israeli man and wounded 4 people in a November shooting in Jerusalem's Old City. February 1. 5:17 America, New York, Israel's military to remove 2 officers over death of elderly Palestinian-American. The decision follows an Israel Defense Forces investigation into the death of Omar Abdelmajid Assad, who suffered a heart attack after he was bound, gagged and eventually abandoned in a courtyard. February 1. 5:11 America, New York, presidential candidate's advisor accused of raping male teen intern. Events director of France's Éric Zemmour has called allegations a slanderous denunciation. A senior advisor to the French far-right presidential candidate Éric Zemmour has been accused of raping a teenage male intern. February 1. 5:08 America, New York, fate of pregnant journalist stranded in Afghanistan revealed. Charlotte Bellis, who is 25 weeks pregnant, has been unable to return to New Zealand due to the country's COVID border policy. February 1. 5:05 America, New York, gas leak kills Egyptian family of 7 in their Cairo home. Egyptian authorities say a gas leak has killed a family of 7 in their Cairo home. February 1. 5 o'clock America, New York, with low-tech, trench warfare, Ukraine's army isn't NATO caliber. The United States and its allies have trained and helped equip the Ukrainian army. But it has little resemblance to the kind of sophisticated, contemporary military that distinguishes NATO members. A Ukrainian soldier on a front-line position in eastern Ukraine. February 1. 5 o'clock America, New York, as the U.S. pulls back from the Mideast, China leans in. China is expanding its ties to Middle Eastern states with vast infrastructure investments and cooperation on technology and security. Foreign Minister Prince Faisal bin Farhan Al Saud of Saudi Arabia left, with his Chinese counterpart, Wang Yi, in Wuxi, China, in January. February 1. 5 o'clock America, New York, as Putin heads to Beijing, Russia and China's stronger ties are a headache for the U.S. Faced with U.S. sanctions and criticism, Moscow and Beijing have increasingly moved to bolster each other in recent years. February 1. 4:51 America, New York, China acting more brazen than ever before, FBI chief. FBI Director Christopher Wray said Chinese hackers have stolen more U.S. data than all other countries combined. February 1. 4:46 America, New York, Shintaro Ishihara, Japanese conservative and China antagonist, dies at 89. The firebrand politician co-authored The Japan That Can Say No, and played a pivotal role in escalating territorial tensions with China. February 1. 4:40 America, New York, U.S. military fired missiles during Yemen Houthi attack on UAE. The U.S. military launched interceptor missiles during an attack by Yemen's Houthi rebels that targeted the United Arab Emirates during a visit by Israel's president. February 1. 4:39 America, New York, Moses J. Mosley, kind and wonderful, The Walking Dead actor dies at 31. Tributes are paid to kind and wonderful Moses J. Mosley, who was a pet zombie on the horror show. February 1. 4:39 America, New York, Rio Tinto says 21 female workers reported sexual assaults. A report by the mining giant finds sexual assault, racism and bullying systemic in its Australia operations. February 1. 4:36 America, New York, 7 killed in Romania crash involving multiple vehicles. Police in Romania say a multiple vehicle crash has left 7 people dead. February 1. 4:15 America, New York, Russian warplane breaches NATO airspace, where hundreds of British troops are based. Officials in Tallinn said that a Russian Su-27 fighter jet flew into Estonian airspace over the weekend as tensions continue to escalate over the buildup of troops and tanks on the Ukrainian border. February 1st. 4:13 America New York, NYT digging into Hunter Biden's business links, media. The newspaper is seeking embassy emails mentioning the president's son and his associates. The New York Times is suing the U.S. State Department to obtain official communications mentioning several people involved in the political scandal over Hunter Biden and his allegedly corrupt business dealings, Politico has reported. February 1st. 4:01 America New York, Amnesty joins rights groups in accusing Israel of apartheid. Amnesty International says Israel has maintained a system of oppression and domination over the Palestinians going all the way back to its establishment in 1948, one that meets the international definition of apartheid. February 1st. 4 o'clock America New York, a popular Uzbek commander fought for the Taliban for more than 2 decades. He was arrested anyway. Makhdum Alam supporters say his detention was motivated to limit their community's power. February 1st. 4 o'clock America New York, Israeli policies against Palestinians amount to apartheid, Amnesty. The rights group accuses it of racist policies, but Israel fiercely rejects the false allegations. February 1st. 3:20 America New York, UK Foreign Secretary catches COVID. The announcement comes amid the Partygate scandal and ahead of her visit to Ukraine. UK Foreign Secretary Liz Truss has announced that she has caught COVID and will be self-isolating ahead of an important week for diplomacy. February 1st. 3:19 America New York, first EU country lifts all COVID-19 restrictions. The authorities in Denmark don't categorize the coronavirus a socially critical disease anymore due to a high vaccination rate. February 1st. 3:16 America New York, rights group. Iran executes 2 gay men over sodomy charges. Iran has executed 2 gay men who were convicted on charges of sodomy and spent 6 years on death row. February 1st. 3 o'clock America New York, groundhogs, out from the scientific shadows. New research aims to shed light on the social habits of the popular, but often misunderstood, animal. February 1st. 2:57 America New York, pregnant New Zealand journalist stranded in Afghanistan will finally be allowed to return home. Wellington, New Zealand. A pregnant New Zealand journalist who was stranded in Afghanistan by her home country's COVID-19 border policy said Tuesday she will return home after her government offered her a pathway back.